UPSC Prelims 2027. So guys, you know that a lot of questions in 2026 Prelims examination have come from the current affairs. Prelims is becoming current affairs heavy. So as a sincere aspirant for 2027 Prelims examination, you cannot afford to leave current affairs. I must say that every UPSC aspirant must invest at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours on current affairs if he or she wants to really crack prelims 2027, because even in the upcoming prelims examination in 2027 you can expect a lot of questions from current affairs. Okay, so if you are part of our lecture series, okay, I am giving you daily notes, okay, daily current affairs notes, and also I'm giving you daily current affairs quiz. Okay, so if you are regularly following the daily current affair notes and you are daily solving the current affairs quiz, then you can easily, okay, manage this current affairs. Every day I will come live at 8 p.m. and I will discuss briefly the important current affairs of the day. Okay, so let's start, guys. The very first current affairs today is industrial outputs. Okay, industrial output slows in the new data series. Okay, so guys, recently India's IIP data has been published. Okay, and there is a slowdown. There is a slowdown in the IIP. Okay, you know guys, because of the supply chain crisis, because of the West Asia war, there is a slowdown in industry, not just in India but throughout the world. Okay, and this is getting reflected in the latest IIP data. Okay, so guys, the recent IIP series is basically the new updated series, okay, which is based on new base year. The base year for the new IIP is the 2022-2023. Okay, so please remember, the base year for new IIP is what? 2022-2023. Is this clear, guys? New IIP base year, everyone. New IIP base year, everyone is clear? New IIP base year is what? 2022-2023. Okay, 2022-2023. Okay, this is the base year. Okay, IIP basically is managed by or is published by CSO, Central Statistical Office of Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Okay, so it is published by CSO and it is published every, okay, month. Okay, it is published every month. Is this clear? It is published every month. Okay, so this is very, very important. You know guys, IIP, okay, has 8 core industries. 8 core industries. These core industries are refinery products, electricity, steel, coal, crude, natural gas, cement and fertilizer. Okay, this is very, very important. Together they constitute 40% of the IIP. Okay, so core industry also you should know, 8 core industries. Okay, this is very, very important. Can you tell me which industry has the highest weightage? Which industry has the highest weightage, okay, out of the 8 core industries? Okay, 8 core industries, the total weightage in IIP is how much? 40%, approximately 40%. Okay, can anybody tell me what is the highest weightage out of all? Okay, so please let me see how many of you are able to, okay, tell me the answer. Okay, check this out. Okay, this is very, very important. You should check this out. Okay, now coming to the next topic, guys. Next topic is on synthetic biology. Okay, synthetic biology. So here today in the Hindu newspaper, it was a detailed discussion about the DNA and genome. Okay, DNA and genome. Okay guys, you know that DNA is the fundamental molecule which stores the genetic information of all living organisms. So DNA is basically, okay, inside the cell. Okay, cell is the fundamental living block, okay, of any living organism. Okay, so the entire DNA is called a genome. Okay, it's called genome, and basically we are trying for the human genome sequencing. Okay, human genome sequencing. Okay, so genome sequencing will tell us overall the evolution of species. How the evolution of species has taken place will be known through this, okay, human genome project. Okay, human genome project. Okay, so please prepare this human genome project. This year there was a question also on the genome project, so please do prepare what are the basics of DNA, what are the basics of DNA sequencing. Okay, then what is this human genome project? Okay, this is really very, very important. This year there was a question also on human genome project. Human genome project is very important, because this will tell us not just the evolution of human species, but also how species have developed, have evolved in the last century, in the last hundreds of years, thousands of years, how the species have evolved. And it will also help in precision medicine, precision medicine, and lot of things, drug therapy, etc., etc. So humans have total 22,000 genes. 22,000. Humans have how much? 22,000 genes. So bacteria, E. coli bacteria has how much genes? It's around 4,300 genes. 4,300 genes. And humans have how much gene? A single human have 22,000 genes. So this can also be used to frame questions. As the species becomes complex, the number of genes also is increasing. So this is a thing you should definitely have a look at this. Next one is the summer pollution. Next one is the summer pollution. Summer pollution. So guys, generally it is believed that pollution levels in Indian cities, particularly Delhi, is high in winter. Why winter there is high pollution? Winter there is high pollution because there is high pressure and the winds are not flowing. There is high pressure and there is temperature inversion. Because of this, guys, in winter you see the Delhi and entire Indo-Gangetic belt, it has very high pollution. Generally we see that pollution levels are higher in the winter, but even in the summer we are seeing increased levels of pollution. So what is difference between winter pollution and the summer pollution? Today we are going to discuss. In the winter pollution, mostly the pollution is dominated by PM 2.5. In the winter, the pollution is dominated by PM 2.5. PM 2.5 basically is particulate matter 2.5, which is basically produced when we burn fossil fuels, when we burn wood. So during the winter we burn a lot of wood, coal, etc., which leads to this PM 2.5. And because of smog, because of temperature inversion, because of high pressure, because of low wind, the pollution get trapped near the surface of the earth, and there is too much pollution in the winter. But even in the summer we are seeing high levels of pollution, but the summer pollution is different from the winter pollution. In the summer pollution we are seeing what? We are seeing ground level ozone. Guys, ozone at the stratosphere is good, but ozone at the troposphere is very bad for our health. Guys, at the troposphere, which is at the lower levels of the atmosphere, what happens is that ozone is a tropospheric ozone is basically a secondary pollutant. Why it is a secondary pollutant? Because it is not directly emitted by vehicles, it is not directly emitted by the factories. What happens? There is a chemical reaction between two kind of products. There is a chemical reaction, and because of this chemical reaction this ozone is produced. So can you tell me this chemical reaction is between which two chemicals? NOx and the volatile organic compounds. NOx is basically released by vehicles released NOx, and the volatile organic compounds are released by the factories, by the paint companies, by the solvent companies. When during the sunlight and the high temperature in the summer season, this NOx and this volatile organic compound, they mix together and they produce ozone, tropospheric ozone. Guys, tropospheric ozone is very bad for our health. It is bad for vegetation. Lot of lung diseases, lot of vegetation gets impacted because of this tropospheric ozone. This is really very, very important. This is very, very important. Is this clear, guys? Are you following this? Are you following this, guys? Guys, are you following what is tropospheric ozone? Okay, I hope you are following what is tropospheric ozone. This is very, very important. UPSC will ask you, okay, so what is difference between the summer pollution and the winter pollution? Okay. Okay, what is difference between summer pollution and winter pollution? In the winter pollution basically is what? PM 2.5. Okay, in the winter pollution is PM 2.5, and in the summer pollution what is we have? Summer pollution is what? Okay, it is PM 10 and ozone. So ozone, I have just explained you what is ozone. Where is PM 10 coming from? PM 10 is coming from dust storms. During the summer month, guys, dust storms are very high. During the summer months, dust storms are very high. Okay, during the summer months, dust storms are very high. That is another reason why the difference of the summer pollution and the winter pollution. Is this clear, everyone? Everyone is clear what is summer pollution and what is winter pollution? Guys, is it clear, everyone? What is summer pollution and winter pollution? Okay, let us move on to the next topic, guys. Let us move on to the next topic. Next topic is remittances. Guys, you know that Indian rupee is declining. In the last 1 year, Indian rupee has fallen more than 12%. This fall in Indian rupee is mainly because outflow of the FDI and foreign portfolio investments. Guys, there is a drop in the FDI and there is also a outflow of FPI. Means the capital is flying from the country. The capital is flying from the country, and because of this capital is flying from the country, okay, because of this capital is flying from the country, what is happening is that the rupee is declining. The rupee is declining. Okay, so one of the ways in which we can, okay, counter this flight of capital is remittances. Okay, remittances are playing a very important role nowadays in controlling the fall of Indian rupee. Guys, can anybody tell me remittances they come in which? Remittances they come under which account? Current account or capital account? Who can tell me? Who can tell me, guys? Remittances are coming in current account or capital account? Who can tell me? Remittances they come in current account or capital account? Remittances are coming in current account. Very important. UPSC will ask you what is capital account, what is current account. You know, guys, balance of payment is made out of current account and capital account. You know, in India we have a trade deficit, and because of trade deficit we have a current account deficit. This current account deficit is basically funded by the capital account which is surplus. We have a capital account which is surplus. Guys, please remember remittances form the current account. This is really very, very important. You can expect a question on that. Which country in the world gets highest remittances in the world? Can anybody tell me which country in the world gets highest remittances in the world? Who can answer me this question? India. Okay, India gets the highest remittances. So please prepare remittances. Please prepare the remittances. This is really very, very important. You can expect this question. You can expect this question. Remittances can be a question which can be asked in the prelims examination. Next, guys, El Nino. Okay, El Nino, guys, you know, government of India has said that this year in 2026 we will be requiring less fertilizer because this year is an El Nino year. Can anybody explain me why in an El Nino year fertilizer will be less required? Can anybody tell me how is fertilizer linked to El Nino? Who can tell me? How is fertilizer linked to El Nino? Can anybody tell me? Guys, what happens during El Nino period, which is the warm phase of ENSO, which is the warm phase of ENSO, okay, the monsoon is less. The monsoon is less. When the monsoon is less, okay, automatically, guys, there is drought-like situation, and during drought-like situation, we do not use fertilizers. Fertilizers will require what? Water, irrigation. Without irrigation, without water, we cannot use fertilizers because this year there will be less rain. This year may be a drought year also because of the El Nino. There will be lesser requirement of fertilizer. Is this clear, guys? So El Nino impact on monsoon, they can ask you, they can frame a question. El Nino impact on monsoon. Whenever there is an El Nino year, consumption of fertilizer reduces. Consumption of fertilizer reduces. Why consumption of fertilizer reduces? Because there is lesser rainfall. Because there is lesser rainfall. Whenever there is lesser rainfall, fertilizer utilization reduces, because we need water for fertilizer. Without water, there cannot be any use of fertilizer. Okay, I hope you can manage this. I hope you can manage this. Okay, guys, you know, Government of India has a scheme called PM Praman. Okay, PM Pranam. PM Pranam is for what, guys? PM Pranam is basically to reduce chemical fertilizer and to promote alternative fertilizers like biofertilizers. Okay, last topic, guys, cloud computing. Last topic is cloud computing. What is cloud computing nowadays, guys? Every company is using cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is basically when we are delivering the computing services like servers, storage, databases, networking, softwares, okay, over internet. Okay, so rather than having a physical infrastructure, rather than having a database, okay, data center, what we do is that we, okay, on demand we access the computing, okay, services like storage, like softwares on demand over internet. Okay, so we need not have physical infrastructure. We need not have physical digital infrastructure. Rather than we can access them over internet. That reduces the cost, that increases the efficiency, and that also increases the speed. Okay, so guys, there are three kinds of clouds, okay, services. One is the platform as service, other is software as service, and third is, guys, infrastructure as service. Okay, so remember, guys, three services. Okay, we have the infrastructure as service, platform as service, and we have software as service. These are the three types of cloud services. Okay, so please prepare what is cloud services, what are the advantages of cloud services. This is really very important. You can expect question on cloud services. UPSC in 2022 has already asked question on cloud services. So a similar question you can expect in future also. Particularly infrastructure as cloud services are becoming very popular. Okay, so these were some of the current affairs for today. Okay, so we have covered remittances, we have covered cloud computing, then we have covered the El Nino, then we have covered the, okay, then we have covered what, this one. Okay, then we have covered ozone pollution, summer pollution, ozone pollution. Okay, then we have covered what, the DNA sequencing human genome project, and then we have also covered the IIP. Okay, these were the important topics. Please read the DPN. This is really very important.